Nice.
Everybody chooses an animal, so Velociraptor.
That's not an animal.
It is a dinosaur, it's technically an animal.
No, reptile's an animal.
A reptile, yeah.
No, animal, not
And
mammal.
it says animal, does not say
Mammals.
current. That says an animal. So I pick...
Pandas.
You really like pandas. I'm getting some panda vibes.
He relates to them because of the lack of sex.
Well,
Says
inability.
you.
Well, it's more a case of inability to have sex.
I relate to them on the sleeping all the time.
And not having sex.
No, I don't really care about that. Then again, that should relate
I
more
don't
because
either.
at the end of the day, yeah. Alright,
That's the thing.
what about you guys? What's your animal?
Fucking,
Croc.
I like
Crocodile.
lynxes. Lynxes are cool.
Okay, so Croc, Lynx, Panda, Velociraptor. Players decide based on how strongly you would avoid eating
I would
this
avoid
like
this. I would avoid eating lynxes instantly because there's like barely any left. I think there's like under 100.
I mean-
left.
Same with pandas.
There's a lot more pandas.
I mean, crocs because, you know, they would probably
People
eat
eat
you
those.
before you eat them.
I think the Croc would be at the bottom because Croc is something that people eat.
People already ate.
I think I would avoid eating the Lynx the most because I like
Yeah.
lynxes.
There's literally like
I
none
think
of
it'd
them.
be lynx,
Lynx,
pandas,
Lynx,
then
Panda.
Yeah,
and
lynx,
Velociraptor.
panda.
No, then
No,
Croc.
Velociraptor should go first because if you bring it back, then you know you just.
Oh, well, I
basically-
think we would
I know,
all
if
eat-
one came back, I would definitely
would
try
eat
it.
it,
So
but, like,
I'd definitely go.
It's the problem is that we can't eat it.
All right, so yeah.
Okay, so how strongly you avoid? So the Lynx, the Panda, the Croc, and then the
I wonder what
Velociraptor.
a velociraptor tastes like.
That's the
Yeah.
same.
Probably just tastes like real chicken. So basically,
Let's
something
go.
you find in the KFC dumpster.
I mean, it is about the size of a
Alright.
chicken.
Where do you
Well, I
want
mean,
to go?
wait.
Go on.
The shops outdoors.
Ooh. Okay. Let's get my.
Because who you going for again?
I'm going for Miranda.
Miranda. So you want
You want
charm?
creativity.
You want charm and creativity, definitely.
Yeah, I might go more creativity then, because I've got enough charm at the moment.
And that day, while rehearsing for the class play, you can't help but feel that you are not as good as the role requires you to be. There doesn't seem to be any ordinary way of getting yourself there, but there might be an extraordinary way. You summon the devil, one of many, to make a deal to enhance your creativity just a bit. You gain 2 creativity. You also lose 3 years of life, but as your end of the deal. But who cares? They weren't happening in game anyway.
I can live with that.
You're minding your own business when Miranda comes rushing up to you, clearly distraught.
Most terrible news, friend. I've just watched a documentary, Game of Thrones, and now I fear for my own royal family. I did not realize how susceptible we might be to random acts of treachery, or how often we romance our siblings.
Good story.
I don't want to be shot in the chest by a crossbow while sitting on the toilet. That doesn't sound proper at all. Please, help me put my poor mind at ease. How can I possibly identify potential traitors in my court?
I appreciate your voice, by the way.
Just keep an eye out for the classic signs: shifty eyes, hooded black cloaks, ordering knives in bulk. Pretty much everybody's a traitor. Just spin a bottle on whoever it points at, kill them.
That's a pretty bold choice.
That's a pretty ballsy choice.
Yeah. But I'm gonna say ballsy stuff isn't in your
Yeah.
stat favor.
So I'm thinking the top one.
But that would mean
Disgraceful.
could Lord Darkheart Stabbington be a traitor?
New D&D character named Darkheart Stabbington.
Yeah.
Dark.
I must well father at once. We have to find a new royal babysitter. Oh, holy shit.
Well, look at that little blush. It's adorable.
A rolls by any other name would smell as sweet. Unless that name is Darkheart Stabbington. You gain 2 smarts and 1 money as a reward.
All right.
Let's.
Where do you want to go?
I want charm.
Charm it is. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. But the match isn't as important as the human interactions within it, despite the fact that we're all clearly monsters. You're at your peak when you decide to go for the overkill and wink at one of your teammates. He's totally mesmerized. It's the most epic wink ever. Damn, you know how to win over people's hearts. You gain +2 charm. Later, you see Liam scrolling through his phone, looking like the embodiment of
You know why?
Inuai.
Hey, Evander. What are you doing? Stalking classmates for romantic purposes and offering rather absurd advice. Magnificent. I could use some rather absurd advice. I was exchanging messages with a were-koala on this dating site, and all was going well for a time.
Lame.
I'm tired of our exchanges. He's a bit clingy, and being clingy is my 7th biggest turn-off. Right between sarcasm, literacy, and being a pickle, and not a person.
So you wouldn't like Pickle Rick?
The post-mortem protocol dictates for me just to ghost him and never talk to him again. But that's horrible, and I could never do that to someone, you see. I'm Liam, handsomely mysterious yet a true gentleman. But neither do I want the emotional turmoil telling how I really feel and having an actual conversation about it. What an ordeal. So I've settled on just sending him a bunch of emojis and then never texting him again. I should do it, right? The thing is, how can I convey this complex array of sentiments through the friendly language of emojis?
This is your time to shine. Show Liam you excel at complex sentiments, so he might someday feel like sharing them with you.
It's not like Hank killed there for a second there.
Yeah, no, the narrator, it's just,
It's
they
a-
get killed off part way and always replaced by new narrators.
This one. Little vampire growing disinterested and overly attached to a koala emoji.
Well, what about maybe a croissant school bus shooting star trumpet crocodile?
Oh,
Okay.
That's the
So
fun one.
authentic.
that's the one.
Oh no, I mean the top one was fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that one is clearly the best option. How didn't I think of it? Which version should I choose? Little vampire growing disinterested and overly attached were-koala? Or little vampire with a silly hat growing disinterested and overly attached were-koala? Maybe the silly hat is not suited for the situation. Let's go with the classic. Okay, just sent it. He texted me back. Let's see. Oh, the were-koala being understanding of the little vampire's feelings, respecting them. Even if a bit hurt emoji. I'm replying back with the formerly grateful and ready to move on poop emoji. Look at this. He just texted me the emoji that's waving his hand like he's saying bye with an expression that says he's going to break all bonds, but without being resentful about it. Perfect. We solved this as a team. Cheers to us.
And cheers to the creative people who have turned every complex feeling and scenario into a friendly and colorful emoji. You gain 2 charm and 1 creativity.
Sure.
Place every episode.
Ah, it's your turn.
Toilet, bathroom.
Bathrooms. Yep. Let's see how this goes. That day, you skip class intending to spend the term in the bathrooms. And you encounter 3 wild hyenas on the way there. Who the fuck runs security here?
Hey, still laughing.
Anyway, you subdue them with the help of a hair comb, God bless the monster scouts, and all the idiotic scenarios they have prepared you for. By the time you get to the bathrooms, you've totally gained +2 boldness.
Nice.
On a close inspection, you see blood pooling on the floor, and Vera standing over it, smiling broadly, holding the carcass of a skinned goat.
Hey, you.
Hey, thanks for coming. The fun's just getting started. I know we only were meant for the goat's tongue, but like, if you're going to take the tongue of a goat, might as well take the skin too and make yourself a pair of sweet boots. Not that I know how to sew, or would take the time to do so even if I did. But Miranda has some mercenaries I can borrow. It's a pretty nice tongue, right? Not too fat, not too thin, the right kind of purple. I think I'll be the most beautiful, regal, fair prom queen ever to grace spooky high school in no time at all.
It's not a bad plan, except that spiders need to relieve themselves too. And it's at this moment that Principal Giant Spider walks in to use the toilet.
Oh hey, good afternoon, Principal Giant Spider. I'm just holding the skim goat on school property because
Because it's for Animal Abuse 3, we're getting a head start on our homework. Because this goat is a spy from a rival institution who was sent here to blow up the school.
That's like creativity or boldness.
Which one would you recommend in my situation? Or would
I think...
Top one's smart, I would
I
say.
think...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like that's like the bottom one could be boldness or creativity, which is like your highest, but also like your
One of your
One of your
lower
ones.
ones.
Yeah. I mean,
the top one seems pretty safe though.
Yeah.
If it's smarts.
Alright, here we go.
You gonna go for the top one?
Unless you want me to go for the bottom one.
No, you have to pick. It's your choice.
Actually, I'm not sure because it really depends on what the bottom one is. Because the bottom one does sound like boldness, but I don't know about it also.
I think the bottom one is less boldness and more creativity.
Yeah, okay, top one.
Principal John Spider nods appreciatively. It's always nice to see our students taking initiative about learning things. I'm very proud of the school's successful and well-organized extracurriculars and the healthy social life of my students. But it does seem like people get a little hung up on certain school events. Seriously, prom is one night. One night. A proper education lasts a lifetime.
Yep, that's why we're so glad to get this done right now, because it has nothing to do with prom. Just good old-fashioned learning.
Alright, students, carry on with your learning. Prom, one night.
Honestly, I'm not even gonna try to become prom queen.
Principal John Spider exits, leaving you and Vera to pocket the necessary goat tongue.
I'm not trying to be prom queen. I will be prom queen. 2 down, got us earrings to go.
Maybe Principal John Spider has a point about focusing on schoolwork,
Nice.
but fuck it, prom's awesome, you gain 2 fun and 1 creativity.
Let's do this!
Nice.
And then me, what do I want to do? I've got class, library. Or I can
Like
go outdoors and buy
shop.
something from the shop, true. I could buy something from the shop,
You
but
could buy something from the shop. You could buy charm.
Give me your money.
actually, I'm going to... Hi, Shane, it's been a while, I've missed you. Yeah, see? Yeah,
You were gonna
a
buy
bag of
cocaine.
regular cocaine. I mean, I could buy charm and all that, but I don't think charm works for Damien. But...
No
I'm gonna buy
refunds.
this. I've got a heart. I don't know what that does, so we'll find out. It just gives me a heart.
Oh.
Ooh, something happened to
Let's go.
you, to Angela. You're practicing your moves against the invisible ninjas, who are totally real and totally after you, when you spy a much more visible threat.
Yo, fuckhammer, I need your advice about something.
That's a new name.
Do you know what the most powerful force on Earth is? Stronger than handfuls of swords or my 9-pack abs? It's love! And I might just be in it, with your buddy Karen.
Whoa.
And sure, love is hardcore just because your feelings are so strong, and that's badass, but the love is doubly as strong and badass, but if it turns out that Karen is just as hardcore as I think she is, and of course, there's really only one way to judge a person's true soul. You know it pretty well. Do you know what a murder weapon would be?
Duh, of course you do. By which you mean you're happy to totally make it up on the spot. So now's the time to decide Karen's fate. Fun, right? Don't be a dick unless you want to be, in which case, totally go for it.
Honestly, like, it would be weird if, like, after this you switched to him and, like, he rejected you at the prom day.
Major cardiovascular diseases. Karen is the ultimate murderer, the leading cause of death worldwide, and something capable of catching up to tough motherfuckers who have survived
I
everything
think
else.
the top one.
Yeah.
You're
An electric
pretty
chair, that's how
violent.
boring Karen is. She would just be standard government-regulated
Your
dick.
character is pretty explosive.
Damn!
So does that give you...
I wouldn't
a
even
buffer?
thought of that. If major cardiovascular disease was with a knife, it would be the sharpest and deadliest knife ever. If they were a sword, they'd be 2 katanas. If they were a gun, they'd be an atomic bomb. Wow, a cardiovascular disease was raging in Karen this entire time, and I never knew it.
Well, that's confusingly worded, to say the least. But luckily, since you're the one who started this metaphor, you know that Karen isn't likely to die. Unless they're trying to go to prom with Damien, in which case, bam, you're welcome, Karen.
Nice.
You gain +3 boldness for yourself.
Oh, good. That's one of my weaker stats.
Everybody chooses a brand. Say it out loud to the rest. I'm gonna pick Adidas. Free types like Adidas.
Toyota.
Toyota. I picked the official slab rated
Asics.
Asics.
Yes, but what about Bettis?
Cadbury.
Cadbury.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, Cadbury and their cotton bud.
Oh god.
What is it about how funny and crazy it would be? It's like the brand teamed up with a popular K-pop group at the start. In all that, I think Adidas.
Yeah.
I think they've already done that.
Well, with Toyota, it's already happened.
But if we do Adidas,
It's happened.
But if we added the meme twist and they all just squat.
It's been done by Adidas. It's been done by fucking Toyota. I'm pretty sure Cadbury's probably got
Wouldn't
ideas.
it be funny if the world was
And
shot?
what was your brand even for?
Wouldn't it
Asics.
be nice?
And what's that,
if the
shoes?
world
Yeah,
was
sports shoes.
chocolate?
Sports shoes. That's probably been done before.
I think we just random this one.
Shall we
because-
random this one?
You're right.
I think random.
This is probably the most boring one, actually. Anytime I ask to pick a brand, it's usually
Well, the thing is, the
worst
Toyota
ones.
one actually sounds like something a K-pop people would star
I'm
in.
pretty sure it's happened.
Yeah, it has.
Alright, the Dark Cast, Evan Dark, Karen, Steve, and Angela.
Hell yeah, I
I
can
get to go
live with last.
first.